Hey guys, Script the Lazy Geek here and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll travel in Japan to Nagano, hike up a mountain, stay in a mountain hut with a little bit of astrophotography, watch the sunrise from the top of the mountain, and then go down the mountain in the most efficient way possible. This is Suwako, Lake Suwa, near or in Nagano. I'm not even sure which prefecture I'm in. I am at the Lake Suwa service area, so on the highway. Sorry about the background noise here. I'm sure it's very, very loud. And it's a beautiful little place. So I spent the night in the car for the first time using the bed that I made. And by the way, this is how it looks like inside the car. So now I have my pillow, my mattress, which is hard but fairly good. It all works quite well. So the whole bed is there. I fit in the whole bed. It's quite comfortable actually. So the plan for today is to actually go further north to a place called Hakuba. And Hakuba is kind of like the area where everyone goes skiing in the winters. It also has like the ski jumps from the Nagano Olympics. And for now, let's look at the travel that's required from Tokyo by car. First, we need to go through the big city in the middle of the mountains of Kofu before going towards Lake Suwa, which is where we started the video at. And then we need to drive further north all the way to the valley of Hakuba here. There I'll be joining up with 9 other hikers and we'll be climbing up to this mountain lodge here, Happoike Sanso, so the mountain lodge of Happoike on Happo Mountain, on the shoulder actually of Happo Mountain. Happo actually means from 8 directions, or 8 directions, which I assume means it has a really nice view in all of those directions. Now the day after we sleep there, we'll be going towards Lake Happo. And it's a short walk, maybe 1 hour at most, but this is where we will be looking at the sunrise from. And it's going to be magnificent, so let's look at this all together. Of course, this is Japan, so on the way I find this amazing little vending machine of sweet potatoes and sweet potato goods. Fried sweet potatoes, baked sweet potatoes, sweets based on sweet potatoes, it's all there for your enjoyment. And after meeting up with the others, it was time to hike up through the beautiful fall colors. Still climbing. We're getting towards the sunset. Hopefully we'll make it before the sunset. If not, we'll make it work somehow. We do have headlamps with us. And we've arrived at the mountain hut there. Which is called Happoike Sanso, so the mountain hut of Happoike, the Happo Lake. Some of the people actually took the lift for the second half of the hike, which is cheating. I probably took my backpack up all the way, and I'm really tired. But we are at 1,850 meters. Okay, let's get in. And this is our room with basically 2 levels of tatami mats on 2 sides. So, who's gonna snore the loudest? That is the question. We'll see. Probably my spot will be right there, where I have my backpack here. Let's see, I usually never sleep well in Yamagoya in mountain huts. Hopefully this will be the exception to the rule. We'll see. Okay, next step will be actually dinner. There is dinner here, which is awesome. And there's also apparently showers, which is crazy. We quickly went to bed and woke up at 4 a.m. and I took the time to do some astrophotography with my Google Pixel smartphone. And it was surprisingly good and surprisingly easy. These are not the best pictures ever, but they do work and I was quite impressed. So there's always that, something new to learn. And then we all started to walk in the darkness with our headlamps going from the mountain hut to Happo Lake. And gradually the light was getting brighter and brighter with more and more beautiful views. So we arrived towards the top of the mountain and the view on Happoike. So it was time for some coffee, of course, and enjoy the sunrise. And then it was time to hike down the mountain, but just a little bit, just enough to reach a spot from which we can fly off the mountain. Because yes, in those backpacks that we've carried, we've had paragliders in them. So we're able to just fly off the mountain, which means that we'll get back to our starting point in 10 minutes, covering like the whole 3 hours that it took us to climb the day before. After a short hike, we reached the takeoff spot. So does it look any good?
Yes, it's looking good. So the ground is very wet, but that's how it is. So we'll have to dry the gliders by flying them. This is the way. So yeah, this should be a nice flight. I'm gonna wait for the others, get ready, and fly off. Ah! Yeah! Oh, this is so nice. So we've taken off and we just need to go straight down to the landing spot. And this was really a very relaxing and very tiring, but relaxing at the same time journey. So really, we went all the way from down there. Ooh, sorry, a bit of turbulence. So we went all the way from down there in the valley, and we climbed, like, even though there are gondolas and ski lifts available, we climbed, or at least I climbed everything on foot, with my paraglider and my jackets and food and stuff on my back. Stopped one night, then woke up early to view the sunrise. It was magnificent. So now we're actually passing the main takeoff, meaning like we could just have like taken the car and in 20 minutes taken off, but that's not fun. So here we are, and the colors of fall, autumn are amazing. Beautiful. So now the main task is to do a pretty landing that is very important. If anything, it's actually the most important part of this whole journey. Bit of turbulence already. Now the very green stuff below us is the Nagano Olympic ski jump spots. We're not allowed to fly over them, so even though like they're right between me and the landing spot, I am going to fly around them. And I'm also going to look at everyone's approach to the landing, because this is not an area that I'm used to, so I don't want to do something weird. So with just that flight, I'm going down something like 1,000 meters. Maybe a bit less. No, actually, yeah, a bit less, 900 meters. 900 meters that took me 2.5 hours yesterday to climb. To go down, it takes like 5-10 minutes. That is the beauty of hike and fly. My knees are very grateful for this. At least as long as I don't flunk the landing. Ah. お疲れ様です。
最高でしたね。
いやー、最高。最高だわ。
And this successful landing brought this hike and fly couple of days to an end, and I just needed to drive back home. But of course, I first made a little break at the point where we started this video.
And we're back where I started the day before yesterday at Lake Sua at the service area. And 2 days ago I slept up there, so on the other side of the expressway. My hair is like crazy simply because this service area is very well known for having an onsen, so a Japanese hot spring. And so I took advantage of it while my car is charging, and it should be done very, very soon. So it's very nice. You plug in your car, you let it charge, you go to the onsen, go out, look at the view, and then you can go back to driving. Very relaxing, highly recommended. It is a very nice view.
On the way back, I did get stuck in a couple of traffic jams, but that's always the case. There are hotspots like Kobotoke Tonneru, which are always crowded, especially on Sunday afternoons, which was the case. But finally made it home. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, whenever you can, to look up at the stars, and I'll see you next time.